Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Funker back with you. Not with Rock Talk, but a new feature I have called Old School, where I will talk about a wrestler from back in the day, maybe 60s, 70s, 80s, what have you. You may have heard of him, you may have not, but, I have a great uh, knowledge of wrestling, so here we go. The first one I talk about is the Sheik. The original Sheik, not, the Iron Sheik, the fucking awesome Sheik. Real name was Edward Farhat, started way back in the 60s, was hardcore before hardcore was hardcore. He would throw like balls of fire at people, which is basically a flash paper, make it look like fireballs. Um, would also use pencils and carve them into people's heads, and um, basically would put people in like moves and maneuvers and stuff until he got disqualified. The guy was like fucking insane. He maintained a like he was like the Sheik everywhere he went. If somebody would call his house and say, "Is Edward there?" No, it's the Sheik. And even to his kids and his family and stuff, he was always known as the Sheik. So he like was very, into the kayfabe and stuff, which is basically, just keeping wrestling as it is, not really, telling the truth and stuff. But no, the guy was a fucking originator. He was actually a WWF United States champion way back when they worked for the WWF. Also worked for ECW in the early 90s. Trained Sabu, his nephew Sabu, and Rob Van Dam. So, the stuff that he did, comes along with him. Stuff from hardcore, you could also say he influenced guys like Terry Funk or Mick Foley or the Necro Butcher, the Sandman, or Abdullah the Butcher, who I believe he fought, maybe not, but the guy was fucking awesome. Inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2007, and fucking a true original, man. Little known fact, if you watch any videos of Sabu in WCW, you can notice that his manager was the original Sheik. And he's a pretty cool guy. And if you look below, I will post one of his matches, if I can, indeed find one. But this has been the first edition of Old School. If you have any comments or suggestions or feedback, I know it's not that long, but it's all starting out. And another thing Sheik did was he never talked in promos. He was kind of basically like Sabu. He never talked on camera. He got, somebody else to talk for him. What else can I really say about Sheik? He was fucking hardcore, man. Won lots of titles. Actually owned a company called Big Time Wrestling in Detroit. Won their version of the United States title, like, I believe a record 12 times. The guy was just wicked awesome, man. True legend. Well, this has been all for the first edition of Old School. Once again, as I said, any feedback or suggestions or anything would be, greatly appreciated. Also, I'd like to see, can somebody, and I know I'm beating a dead horse with this one, but could somebody please make me an intro for my column Rock Tech? I know Matt's been working on it, but he's, been busy and stuff. And if you could put the song "The Rocker" by Thin Lizzy, put clips from WWE in the 80s, the 90s, put in some ECW, some TNA, put in some Roddy Piper, some Stone Cold, some just Legion of Doom, just anything awesome would be great. This has been Old School. Peace out.